I have a new Tour Series disc at scottstokely.net, and it is the most unique disc in my Tour Series collection. It is the BaoBab from AGL. And by the way, you got to love the set. I'm going to be remote every single week in a different location. So if that looks like a hotel room door, that is absolutely the best I could do in this. We're in a hotel room in Japan, which is really small. But the BaoBab is, I want to make this a family-friendly show, so I'm going to try to phrase this correctly. But if a tilt and a Berg did a special mommy-daddy hug, this is what they would give birth to. It is the most overstable disc. And by the way, if you've thrown a Stego, there's similarities to a Stego. So but it's basically like that. It is the most overstable, extremely slow, barely a mid-range disc. It's so overstable that 96% of the throws on the course you would never use this disc for. In fact, you would say it's a terrible disc for those 96% of throws. But for the 4% of the time where you need to make an incredibly sharp turn and you're not throwing it very far, this disc does things that no other disc does. You know, I've always said that the same thing about the tilt. It's like the tilt isn't a good disc at all, but everybody should have one in their bag because it does things that no other disc in the world does, which means there will be shots where the tilt was the disc for it. That's what the BaoBab is. So scottstokely.net, the most overstable mid-range. I hate the term mid-range. It doesn't fly as far as doesn't fly as far as half the putters out there, but it's probably a mid-range disc. But anyway, scottstokely.net, check it out. The BaoBab, I love it.
Yeah, above ground.